Welcome back. I did foreshadow a little bit in my opening prayer. I can't remember, I might have used the word decide, make a decision. It's interesting to examine the word decide. We note that it has the same suffix as some other words: pesticide, homicide, suicide, fratricide, all those killing words. To decide comes from the same Latin root as to kill off. And when it comes to decide, it means to kill off an alternative. When we actually do make a decision, we kill off the alternative that was presenting itself. We examine to some degree a fork in the road and we decide, we make a choice. We draw an existential line in the sand of which way we shall go. And when you kill off the alternative, then you can't even go down that road anymore. So there's something that happens deep and profound inside of us anytime we make a decision. And making a decision is a profound faculty that we have these consciousnesses that can look out into the world and perceive, forks in the road, options this way or that way. And then we can decide and we can kill off one alternative in favor of another one. And that's as glorious and as great a gift as we could ever have. It's one of the ways we are most profoundly made in the image of God. So we can make these decisions and we can kill off these alternatives, because if we're faced with two different possibilities and we haven't made a decision, then we are in a condition that some world scriptures call double-minded. In one part of a world scripture, it says, a double-minded man or woman is of no value because it's two steps forward, it's one step back. We never make any progress. It's a teeter-totter. Maybe it's this, maybe it's that. Some days we feel like working out, some days we don't. I could use 50 other examples, I know that you know that. So, but when we make a deep existential decision, when we get off the fence, when we get off that barbed wire fence where we're halfway on top of it with one butt cheek on one side and one butt cheek on the other, it's painful up there because those barbs push pretty high up inside of us. And in the recovery movement, there's a very interesting line. It says, being convinced, we made a decision to turn our life and our will over to the care of God as we understand Him. That's how the recovery movement says it. It's a powerful way of saying it. Being convinced that being double-minded, maybe this, maybe that, being kind of tepid, being kind of meek and mild, and maybe I'll consider this, maybe I'll consider that, is we lose so much power, we disperse. Now, this is not to say we're not going to get where we're going, we're not going to achieve our destiny. It's simply to say it's going to take a lot longer. There's going to be a lot more time and space between us and our destiny, our highest good, making our mark in the world as we were born to. And so this week we'll be examining the word decision, and specifically regarding the goodness and the joy and the mercy and the grace and the absolute positive goodness of life. And it's an incredibly difficult thing when you look out into the world and you see the craziness and the insanity and the turmoil, and yet we say, no matter what the appearance is, I decide that the goodness and grace and joy of love, God, infinite higher good, will dominate my consciousness, and I will tune myself in that direction. I will make an existential line in the sand and I will make my decision. And then everything we see and everything we do and every breath we take will be an affirmation of that. And that's the world we will bring into view, not only individually, but collectively. So congratulations. I know each and every one of you has made that decision, but the decision can be affirmed and confirmed in every moment. Anyway, have a wonderful deciding day. See you.